Sigma.
Hello, welcome back once more to my modeling tutorial. Oh, actually not the modeling, but the texturing. The previous video in which I modeled this little UFO will be on the description below. So I'd like to show you this really good artwork that I made, in my opinion, of course, if I'm not being too arrogant, about the previous model that I did from my NFT project, which I will call Alien Shrooms with a Z at the end. I think it looks very cute. So with this project, I think I have decided to not only include artwork, because there are several channels out there that do artwork, modeling, texturing, etc. right on YouTube. I know a few of them, but I decided to do more of a mix-up, right? Since this is going to be a future NFT project, which I will make, I'm building right now, I think I have decided to include both artwork and financial explanations and thoughts and commentary on what's going on in the market as we speak and as you watch this video. So remember that as a disclaimer, this is by no means a financial advice. Please do not take this as a face value for anything. I'm not going to be liable if you have losses financially anyway. Okay? I'm just trying to help you. So please don't sue me. Thank you. So I would like to include some topics in this video which are relevant, and as I said, the previous video basically showcases this little UFO being modeled, but also tells about what's going on in the financial market and crypto in general. My reason for kind of mixing or mashing up these two subjects is just because I really like to do art, but I really like to delve into the economical landscape, and it is of my firm belief that if you are young and you don't have much money, your really only chance to make it, if you will, or to have financial stability and freedom is through cryptocurrency investments and projects and whatnot. Things like DeFi, things like just holding, playing or holding of certain currencies that you believe in and things like that. Maybe in the future I will tell more about the ones that I am investing, the ones I do believe in. But anyway, for this little video, I would like to cover a little bit of topics. Actually, it's not really that small. I think it's gonna make a 14-minute long video, I suppose, because the previous one is less than 10 minutes and I don't think it actually fits for what I need, right? So let's start with some explanations that I forgot to cover in the previous video. Okay. The Federal Reserve of the United States, basically, as I said, control what happens to the economy by the sheer power of quantitative easing and tightening, which in English just means they're releasing more US dollars in the market. The last 2 years, they released almost half of the dollars that we have right now, around 40%. And as you can see, the result of that becomes quite simple. You basically, your salary or income is not as going as up as the valuation of the dollar. So your salary is literally not covering as much anymore for expenses such as food, gas, and other luxury items you might have bought before. So some economists say that inflation is good for productivity because they can invest more for some reason. I sincerely don't care about that, to be honest. I don't trust regular economists anyway. Most of what they say don't make any sense. And I think that cryptocurrencies are basically here to disrupt everything. What is true is we have cycles in the market, and this cycle has been worsened completely thanks to the policies that you had let me rephrase that. We had these policies to print a bunch of US dollars and release in the market, correct? Yes. But why? Well, it's because a lot of people were forced 2 years ago not to go to work anymore and to shut down the whole market. You know, if you're watching this video, you probably know what I'm talking about. It's the health policies that have been happening for quite a while already. So in short, that's the reason. And we also have the supply chain crisis, which is another huge problem in itself. So how does that affect you? Well, basically your life is going to become a lot harder if you want to acquire any type of goods. You're gonna probably have to eat less or eat smarter if you want to maintain your calorie intake, or learning how to cook would be a good idea too. I did. It's pretty fun. Sure, it takes some work, which is a bummer, right? But that's the situation that both you and me are found itself right now, unfortunately. So cryptocurrencies, they follow suit because, as I explained, Bitcoin is being tethered, right? By the stock market, NASDAQ, Wall Street, you know, the usual culprits, right, for America's misfortunes and stuff. And commodities, they're also following suit. Gold, for example, is no longer an option because they found over 300 billion tons or trillion tons, I don't know, somewhere in the Congo. Which, to be fair, you know, to whoever investing in gold, you could not predict that. So if you got burned by that, don't beat yourself too much over it. But yeah, it's happened. I think that the financial market is just bad for everybody right now. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And I will explain this video. But if you're not understanding what I'm saying, it's really important for you to go to the first video if you want a full context to what I'm trying to convey to your mind. So I really recommend you to take a look. The link is down below. Okay, but Sigma, real estate prices didn't crash. Rent is going up forever. It's great for landlords. So real estate is fine. It's doing good, you know, despite everything. So what gives? Well, real estate is very slow. It takes a while to catch on trends. That's why. All right. So I can guarantee you that if the trends do not stop or get reverted, real estate will get back to it. And maybe we'll have something similar to 2008 in America with the real estate crisis and stuff, right? I don't own a house. Well, I do own a trailer, but I don't really own a house. So most people in America don't own a house today, I believe. But so this is not really a problem per se, especially for the demographics of this video. If you are a landlord or if you own a house, I don't know, prepare for the worst, I suppose. But I could be wrong, of course. Anyway, I cannot stress this enough. The monetary policies of the Fed basically gave the bull run that we had last time, but also the problem we have now. So, in a way, to give us one of the biggest financial growths, stock market-wise and crypto-wise, we have seen since forever. But there is a price to pay for that. And I think we will get to pre-CUF or pre-2020 levels, if you will, of financial terms and landscape, basically. Another problem we have today is the supply chain crisis. There's a saying, basically, in the economy is you can print all the money you want in the world. Money is not really that valuable anymore today, but you cannot print things like goods. You cannot print food, for example. You cannot print semiconductors, that's for sure, which is also causing problems in, say, video cards around the world. There are being skyrocketing prices. PCs are getting more expensive, things like that, basically. Not to mention they are being used to mine and other cryptocurrencies such as Ethereum, for example, ETH, though they are transitioning to proof of work. In layman terms, that means that they're not going to be GPUs or video cards. They're not going to be used to mine anymore, which should plummet them prices, which is a good thing for if you like to play video games. You will be able to afford them more now, right? So yeah, you have the supply chain crisis in India and China and Indonesia and some other, Taiwan or some other small Asian countries are still undergoing severe health policies which restrict their mobility and work too, which is making the commodity price and prices to go up even more. We still have a supply chain crisis even 2 years after the 2020 problem. As a matter of fact, we have been having issues with semiconductors and electronics prior to 2020. So this problem has already been on the works for a while, and it has been exacerbated by the 2020 health crisis that I'm not even pronouncing its name because I fear it could cause a violation of whatever terms of services website has. YouTube, I don't only publish on YouTube, of course. I also publish elsewhere. There are links below if you want it. I encourage you to find other places and my other publishing places. But at YouTube, I still need to obey certain rules, unfortunately. So when is this crisis going to halt and finally then reverse? I think things are gonna go like that for at least 2 years. So you could see things like that happening or not necessarily getting worse, but at least a stagnation in economic growth up to 2024. Maybe they could still keep going to 2025 or up to 2028 if you're really, really if you're not optimistic, let's say, about the situation. Meanwhile, what I recommend for anybody to do is to just accumulate money for now. If you have money already, it would be a good idea to do your research and buy whatever cryptocurrency projects and NFTs you think will be successful in the future. Like mine, for example, mine will be successful. I can guarantee you that. I am working hard towards it, and my workflow speaks for itself right now. Yeah, as you can see, this UFO little guy here took some effort, but it looks really good. Also a reminder that I think that 2 weeks ago or a month ago or last month, I don't remember, New York City had several NFT conventions or presentations. So that means that NFTs are already caught up with the interest of the public. And not necessarily interest, because a lot of the people got burnt. And blue chips such as Bored Ape, Yacht Clubs, and CryptoPunks are unfortunately also feeling the heat of the quasi-recession, you could say, right now that we're feeling. But things will change in the future. I do believe that it's just a matter of time, really, until NFTs caught on and we have people investing not only artwork, but also things like perhaps virtual and physical real estate. We could have a luxury items such as Rolex watches being sold online through crypto, or artwork becoming notoriously more exquisite. The quality of the artwork around cryptocurrencies and the NFT marketplaces is just getting exponentially better and better and better. 2 years ago, you could make a banana in a GIF file and sell for $20,000. Today, I know it's kind of funny, but today you cannot do that anymore. You need to present some quality. So the standards are growing up. Things are changing as we speak. And fortunately, in this case, it is for the better. And I really am happy to see finally a way for buyers to become a hybrid between investors and to have true financial collaboration in which you don't own only an asset, but you also own a possibility or maybe certainty in some cases to get more money out of what you own through ownership. And that's basically the end of this video. Have a look at what I made. Pretty trippy, right? I really like the little ball at the end. All right, thanks for watching this video. Bye.